Hello everyone, just some housekeeping items to start off. I'm going to try to stick with Sundays to release new videos. I think that works out for everybody. About the length, I haven't heard anything adverse, so I'm just going to let the data speak for itself. And they might run a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. I'm going to try to air to shorter because I know your time is valuable. Stay with me, but any comments on length or the posting of the video, let me know below. That settles the housekeeping items. I'm just going to talk about two things video. One is going to be the update from last week's results. Again, having a Sunday release, I have blood work on Thursday and the chemo on Friday. So there's stuff to talk about toward the end of the week for sure. So we'll talk about that, and then I'm going to give a shout out to someone affiliated with the hospital. I had Revlimid removed from the regimen for 7 days. That's part of the protocol. Nothing out of the ordinary for this protocol. I had been on it for 2 weeks daily. This week was the washout period. I did notice a significant drop in the side effects. No severe pain. The rash almost completely gone. So kind of narrowing it down that it was that chemo drug that was causing potentially those results. I did have a little bit of kidney pain in the beginning of the week. I talked with the RN regarding that, and she asked about the pain. It was very low, 1 or 2. Just dull pain. So let's work and see how that is, and also wait for the results on Friday to see if there's any indication that that's a problem. Today, now which is Saturday, I don't have any kidney pain. It's pretty much gone, and also the results from Thursday showed that the kidneys are really going gangbusters. They're good. They're out of Gary normal range, almost falling into normal ranges, which is great because that's what we want going forward with the chemo. The drugs obviously adversely affect the kidneys and can, so having them at full strength is what we want. So great. So Revlimid will be back into the picture. Also now it starts with taking daily for 2 weeks, again in a washout period a week. So the only results coming back from Thursday were negative, were just the same one as last week's. Even with just the one chemo drug, Velcade, that injection on board, we still saw a drop in the platelets and the white blood cell count. And also like last week, I had to return to the hospital Thursday afternoon and get that short-acting shot of NEUPOGEN. It causes the plasma cells within the body, they're still good, to jumpstart them into producing more white blood cells. And that did work. On Friday when I came in, they pulled a blood sample to check before the chemo dosing, and indeed the white blood cells had gone up, and also the platelets made a little bit of move up. So excellent in terms of having my white blood cells up, again, more protection for the infection, and again to counter in the future some negative side effects of the chemo drug. So Friday dosing, I got the green light for chemo, and we're back on the 3-drug regimen, again with Revlimid I mentioned, back in a daily 2-week dosing. I got the Velcade injection, as I always have gotten, and dexamethasone steroid. We're going forward with the chemo. Everything's looking good in that direction. I'm sure you're asking yourself the million-dollar question. Believe me, I'm asking it. Gary, what does this mean in terms of the myeloma? Where is that at with all this chemo? That I don't know. That I am waiting for direct comments from the oncologist and the team before I present that myself. So I'm not holding back on that. They're not doing any side assays. I'm getting all the results, and I don't want to make any assumptions based on some of the data within there. I want to hear that from the oncologist, give that information to you directly from them as I hear it, because the whole point is to bring you in this in real time. So hopefully in the near future we'll get that million-dollar question, or at least the progress. Where are we in that? We don't know that yet. The point here seems to be with the team, establish the protocol, keep the dosing going, and manage the side effects. And let some time pass. I presume maybe by the end of the 4th cycle. The 2nd cycle is complete. We started the 3rd cycle on Friday with the Friday dosing, so maybe by the end of the 4th cycle. Hopefully sooner. As soon as I hear it, believe me, I'll let you guys know. Okay? So just hang in there. I know that's the question that's burning in your mind, because it's certainly burning the heck in my mind. So we're on to the shout out here. When I came to the infusion center yesterday, I noticed on the table of the infusion center various tote bags. And one of the nurses who led me in said, "Oh, Gary, here, you can have one of these tote bags." And I said, "Oh, what's in this?" And I went and sat down, and it was really nice. They had put together a decent tote bag. Here's the tote bag to take a look at. And I started rummaging through, and sure enough, they had some nice items you might use when you're in the infusion center, or even beyond. A fleece blanket, well, that's nice. I've got a couple of items which are going to help me out. I got a winter cap and some winter socks. I mean, that's, you know, I'm not used to this cold. That'll help me actually get into the car to the hospital, just keeping warm, making sure I don't get sick. You know, they had some hard candies, various other things, crossword puzzles. I thought that was nice, and just did a little research on that. That's provided by a volunteer, and she's affiliated with a couple of the hospitals, and she just, out of her own good nature and goodwill, passes these tote bags out for any people coming in the infusion center. It's really nice. You don't have to bring things with you, because it can be a long day. I've been in there for up to 3 hours, and I know a lot of the other chemo patients are in there for even longer. So her name is Lisa Harthun, and I'll leave her Facebook information up here on the screen. It's called Bags with a Cause Chemo Comfort Bags is her Facebook line. Check her out, see what it's all about. I'm trying to establish some contact. I know she does some fundraisers for her project, and I think she just pretty much does it on her own, puts these bags together. So I want to give her some help and give her a little shout out, because I'm sure that'll help her. She'll be happy with that. So anyways, guys, stay with me here. We're going forward. Things are looking good. But again, that $1 million question I want to have answered, but we'll just have to wait a little bit. Good or bad news, that's going to come out. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Whatever I'm told is whatever I'll tell you guys on this video. So let's just hope for some good news. All right, take care till next time. Bye-bye.